Feels good, man. After serving more than a month in jail, yes, it is true, Randy Blythe has been released after a 16-hour closed court session. He was allowed to be, he was free to go. He had paid his fines and his bail twice. He had posted his bail twice. In fact, the bail was actually doubled. And that was all he really had to do to leave after the closed court session. Now, Randy still does have to go back to the Czech Republic to face trial, so he's not 100% totally out of the woods. However, he was free to go at this point, and had already boarded a flight to head back here to the United States, where he immediately was starting to talk about touring plans. Because, of course, as was posted in the last Cover Killer Nation video regarding this, the Gojira, the Death Clock, and Lamb of God tour, thanks to this situation, was subsequently canceled. So, feels really good to know that Randy is out of jail. That's at least step one. Step two is, of course, to have a jury of his supposed peers, find him not guilty. Now, we've been talking about this for almost a month, in fact, probably a little over a month at this point, and still the overwhelming reaction is that he was innocent of this crime, mainly because it was one that was accidental, if anything, and as many people have pointed out, in reviewing the videos, there has been little link to Randy at this juncture at all, and it's kind of an interesting thing. However, now that he has been set free, a very important question actually arises. During this past month, you had the opportunity to hear many things about Randy. Whether they are true or not is still up to a jury of his peers in the Czech Republic to decide. However, how has your opinion of Randy Blythe shifted, if it has shifted at all, over the past month-long period? Have you taken a look at this situation and thought that maybe his aggressive behavior is something that could just spawn a problem, something like this to actually happen if it didn't happen already? Or are you instead on the opposite end, where you see that this is a man who has the potential and the ability to be humble, and isn't necessarily always a ridiculous, nonsensical jerk? Or are you completely of the opinion that is the opinion that you had prior to this, where it was unchanged, where if you thought Randy was an asshole, he's still an asshole, or if you thought Randy was the greatest thing since sliced bread, he still is even better than Pop-Tarts? I want to know, because to me, whenever I reviewed all of this, and whenever I was talking about the situation, and just going through article after article, my opinion on the man is actually a little bit better than it was before it started. Now, this has absolutely nothing to do with the music. I was going off of occurrences from whenever I got the opportunity to see the guy live, whenever I met him and things like that. He always kind of came off to me as, a decent dude, but at the same time a little bit up his own ass at some point. I feel, though, that throughout this experience, this is something that's very humbling, and I kind of like the fact that the very first thing that he was concerned about letting us know after he was released was not, hey, guys, I'm out, me. It was instead talking about touring and doing everything for the people, and I like that a lot. I definitely want to support the guys and go and see them live whenever they come through this area. So what do you guys think? How have your opinions shifted? Have they at all? And just generally be excited, because this free Randy stuff can go away, because it's no longer free Randy, it's now freed Randy.